Hello students, as you all know, our country, in fact the whole world is facing a pandemic known as coronavirus, because of which we are having a nationwide shutdown. Your schools are closed. In order you don't miss your studies, we are starting with the online course. Today I will be taking up class 10th history. The chapter that I want to start is chapter number 3, Nationalism in India. Nationalism in India. As you all know, this term has been taken from the European country and has come to our country as our country was under the colonial rule. What factors led to the growth of nationalism in India? The first thing is that this we can connect it with the anti-colonial movement where people began discovering the unity in the process of the struggle with colonialism. And the sense of being oppressed, it provided a shared bond that tied different groups of people together. At the same time, Mahatma Gandhi he came back from South Africa. He started Satyagraha movement, which also led to the growth of nationalism in India. During that time, First World War was going on. It also has affected our country economically and politically. What was the impact? So, students, the first point is the huge increase in defense expenditure, which was financed by war loan and increased custom duties. Income tax was also introduced. Second point is increased prices. That year saw increased prices in various essential commodities, which led to hardship of a common people. And the third one we have is forced recruitment, wherein villages were asked to forcefully send men to fight in the war, which led to widespread anger. And those years also saw crop failure and epidemic like influenza. And then people wanted to come out of it. They wanted a strong leadership, and the leadership was in the form of Mahatma Gandhi, wherein he started various satyagraha movement. Now, what is satyagraha? Students, satyagraha is nothing but, as the name suggests, it is the idea of satyagraha. It emphasizes the power of truth. Satya means truth and need to search the truth. So, various satyagraha movements were launched by Gandhiji. First, he started in the year 1916 in Champaran in Bihar. This was to inspire the peasants to struggle against the oppressive plantation. Second movement was started in the year 1917. It was in Kheda district of Gujarat, which was in support of peasants who were unable to pay revenue due to crop failure. They wanted to waive off the revenue. Then comes in the year 1918, Ahmedabad Satyagraha. It was for the cotton mill workers who wanted to have better wages. These Satyagraha movements were success. Then came the Rowlatt Act in the year 1990. This act gave a government the power to repress political activities and allow detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years. As the Satyagraha movement was successful, the Britishers wanted to suppress them, so they had passed the Rowlatt Act in the year 1919. How did the Indians disapprove of this act? First of all, Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch a non-violent civil disobedience against unjust law. How did the people support them? They took out rallies in various cities. The workers they went on strike in the railways, workshops, shops closed down, and at the same time there were peaceful protests that was organized in Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar. So, because of this, the Britishers they did not like the idea. They again wanted to suppress, so they opened fire on the peaceful march, which led to nationwide unrest. Then came the Jallianwala Bagh incident, which led to massacre on 13th April 1919. On 13th April 1919, a public meeting was announced at Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar, to protest against the Rowlatt Act. At the same time, people from the countryside and the rural areas they came to celebrate annual Baisakhi festival. People from outside the city were unaware of the martial laws being imposed in the city. They had come there to celebrate Baisakhi. At that time, General Dyer, along with his troop, entered the area, blocked the exit, and opened fire on the crowd, killing hundreds of people. His main objective was to produce a moral effect to create a feeling of terror in the minds of Satyagraha. This incident of Jallianwala Bagh created widespread anger throughout the country. So, students, this is for today. We're going to start with the next topic, Khilafat movement, tomorrow.